Alright, so today we're doing perimeter. And what perimeter represents is distance around the outside of an object. I guarantee you've heard little like army movies that say, patrol the perimeter! Or put a barrier around the perimeter. It just means the outside. That's what a perimeter is. So if you were to walk this little strange shape over here and go all the way around, that is the perimeter. So if you want to find the perimeter, it's actually the measurement of that distance. But let's just put up some. So look at this one. We're going to call that one 8. I'm making these up. Obviously, we should take a tape measure or something and measure them. Okay, if that's 8, that one looks about 2. That's about a 3. That looks about a 4. I'd say that's still a 3, a 4, another 4, a 2. That looks like a 5, and that looks like a 3. So if we wanted to find the perimeter of this object, what we would have to do is travel the outside. So if we do that one, that's 8, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 3, and then 4, and then 4, and then 2, and then 5, and then 3. That whole highlighted area, that is our perimeter. So if you wanted to find the perimeter of that little object, it would be 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. Coming down the next line. So make sure you got them. So we have 8, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. And then we need, I can figure it, plus 2, plus 5, plus 3. Now if we add that up, so 8 and 2 is 10. That's 10. 4, 4, and 2 is 10. Well, these just worked out perfectly, didn't they? Plus 8 for a total of 38. And you want to put units, because these could be centimeters or inches or feet or yards or anything. That could be a length of 8 feet and then 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. Or it could be even meters or centimeters or millimeters. That's 8 millimeters, 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, which is probably more likely for our paper. But we want to just put units. So that's its perimeter. If it was footsteps, it would be like 38 footsteps to get around this little shape. And that's what I want you to do down here. So you have all these shapes, these random ones, and I want you to be able to find the perimeter. So let's look at our first one. This one, each of these little squares represents 1 unit. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a length of 5. That's a length of 3 units. That's a length of 5 units. And that's a length of 3 units. So the perimeter of this shape is 5 plus 5, which is 10. And 3 and 3 is 6. For a total of, so I just want you to put P equals 16. That is our perimeter. Alright, so I want you to hit pause. Actually, let's do one more just because these are a little bit trickier. Let's look at this one. That length right there is 4. It doesn't matter where you start, just pick a side. That one right there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's 1. That one is 5. 2. Let's see, that one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you really should draw a little line so that you know exactly what you're counting. Don't take shortcuts here. That one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, the lines make you kind of like physically remember. It's like a little muscle memory thing that you're remembering exactly what you're doing. So when you see perimeter, you think, oh, I draw lines around the outside. That's what you want to think. Alright, so I see nice numbers that add up here. So we have 6 and 2. That's 10. Let's check them off when we get them. 10. And then I see 2, 1, and 7. That's 20 so far. 5 and 6 is 11, so 31, 32. So our perimeter is 32. 32 units. I even forgot on the last one. Dang it. Alright, so now I want you to try the rest. So hit pause on your video, and then try the rest of these problems. You've already printed the sheet out, so just look at them and see if you can find the perimeter for all of these. You're like, dear God, that's a lot. They're very quick, so try it. Alright, so let's go back and look at all of the answers. So there they are. 26 units, 28 units, 24 units. You can pause at any time. 12 units, 50 units, 44 units. Oh, I forgot one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 and 7. And that's 5 and 5. So that's 29. 24 units for that one. Alright, and then we had 28, 4, 8, 12, 38, and 34 units. And then for our very last question, What is the perimeter of a rectangular fenced region with a width of 45? So a width of 45 and a length of 125. So if we just make a rectangular region, that would also be 125. And that would be 45 feet. So all we have to do to find the perimeter is add them up. And this is how you would just find how much fence you need. I know looking at that you would think, oh, I know how to find fence here. That's not a problem. But we need to know the words for them, the math lingo. So 45 and 45 is 90. That's 250 for a total of 340 feet of fence. So that's how much fence would be ordered, 340 feet. All right, thank you.